Hey everyone, here we are, day 4 of Tapping on Doubt. And Phyllis, I'm going to use yours. Being able to trust the process of life and feeling safe when you can't control everything. Oh my God, I know this one so intimately. So, doubting that you can really trust it. So, this is great because I want to share this analogy. So, I recently got back on my road bike. Oh, hey, Meenakshi. I recently got back on my road bike. And I'm going to try this, bring them on camera. Oh, are you okay if this, no, I'm not going to do that. If I bring you on camera, Meenakshi, it lets your friends, and I want to respect people's privacy on these videos. So at least I know how that works now. So Meenakshi, so glad you're here. So we're going to, and I have yours down about public speaking. So we'll get to that for sure. So Phyllis, yours being able to trust the process of life, feeling safe when you can't control everything. And I always say a couple things. The amount of control that we try to exert in our lives is directly proportional to the amount of lack of safety, lack of control that we felt as a kid. And the word control, I like the word hypervigilant, because I just think it's really truly what it is. And hypervigilance is it can be part of PTSD. It can just be part of trying to feel safe. Oh my God, I've got to feel safe. I just know this one so intimately. The other thing I want to say is about being able to trust the process of life. Sorry, somebody was calling me, so I had to click them out. Oh, that's so interesting. Hey, Robert. And Julie Perkins. So interesting. I posted this on my main page. So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna go ahead and do, since I'm on here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a tapping here and then go back. So this is how I think about trusting the process of life, like allowing it to unfold. If you grew up in a circumstance where being able to trust wasn't really promoted, to trust yourself, to trust that you can make good decisions, to trust, hey, you've got this, baby, whatever you were taught, there's no way that you're gonna feel like you can trust life, trust the process. So anyway, let's just do some tapping here for anybody on here, and then I'm going to go to my other page. And it's so funny. I post, but I trust the process that this was supposed to go on my main Facebook page. So if you're not familiar with tapping, you're just going to follow along with me. And if you've never seen this before, you're going to think it's the goofiest thing. But let me say this: there is absolutely science behind this. So the idea is that it lowers, it soothes the amygdalas, which is our fight or flight response. Hey, Tara. Yeah, divine timing, Meenakshi. Freaking right. That's hilarious. So it soothes the amygdalas, which is our fight or flight response, our stress response. So if whatever it is in your life, if it's in your work, if it's just feeling like you're supported in life. When you go into fear, I always say it this way, I call it the pushing energy. And I get taken out by this all the time, and I really have to pay attention to it. I'm going to wave to you, Tara. Is to go back hey, Melinda, so happy you're here. See you soon. Is to go back and trust, like to just go, oh, I just trust that I'm supported. Good luck. Good luck. And to me, I'm going to speak about this. This is, to me, rekindling whatever your variation of spirituality is, what it is for you. I grew up in a very devout Catholic family, and I realized the God of my understanding was terrifying. Terrifying. Like 1 minute, he was going to, loved me with this, and it was a he. It was going to love me, and then the next minute, he was going to sue his venom on me if I did the slightest thing wrong. So why the hell would I turn my life and trust over to that kind of being? And I realize how that's inundated my life. So for you, whatever in your life you're like, you don't trust the process, to me, it is always about hitting the tapping. I love tapping to reduce the stress around that, because then it sends that soothing signal to the amygdalas. And once we're calm, we can make better decisions. When we're in that fight or flight response, and this is good to know about being in a fight or flight response, no matter where you are, when you're stressed, what happens in your body is the blood rushes to your arms and legs. Like, there's a grizzly bear in my meadow. I've got to get the hell out of here. Literally in your body, the blood is rushing to your arms and legs so you can run to get away. What happens for most of us is that's acute stress. It's like, there's a grizzly bear in my meadow. That's the fight or flight response. It's there for a reason to help us to get out of the circumstance. The problem is most of us live in chronic stress because we're being chronically stressed. Think about, just your smartphone, the phone calls, the emails, the all this and that. So what you want to do is use tapping to, sorry, I'm just getting rid of notifications. They just keep on coming. When you soothe that, what you're allowing then is your creative mind has this space to come in and come up with solutions that you cannot get to when you're freaking stressed. So if you've never done tapping, just follow along. Like I said, it's going to be the goofy looking thing, but it's really meant to help soothe that fight or flight response. So karate chop. Even though I feel so stressed, I am not trusting that things are going to work out for me. I choose to acknowledge I feel this way. Even though I want to trust that this situation will work out for me, but I don't feel that way at all. I accept myself anyway now. Even though I really want to trust that this situation is going to be okay. But I'm way too triggered and way too stressed to have access to that. I choose to acknowledge myself right now. And then you're going to just follow along with me. I am way too stressed. This situation has me so triggered. I can't access what's possible for me. To think that there's a solution for me? Yeah. That doesn't feel possible when I'm this stressed. So what if, hey Eddie, the only thing I have to do right now is just soothe this stress that I'm feeling. That's it. And once I'm soothed, then my brain has access to solutions. But when I'm stressed out, I'm in fight or flight mode. And there is no way I can find solutions. So what if I can make this simpler on myself and just lower my stress response? And by lowering my stress response, my nervous system and brain get soothed. And imagine that. Creative solutions come to me. And when I can access creative solutions, I am so much better able to trust that things are going to work out for me. So I'm keeping this simple right now and letting myself know that all I have to do right now is just calm my nervous system calm down my overactive brain. And once I'm calmer, I'm going to have a lot more access to solutions to these situations that have caused me stress. Hey, Charla. Haven't seen you in forever. Sorry. So, anybody, like I said, it's hilarious that I posted this on this page, but like you said, Meenakshi, divine timing. So, if you're not familiar with tapping, it really is a stress reduction technique. And I am a firm believer, this is my belief, having done it myself, that if more of us were doing this weird looking thing called tapping, and there is science behind it, and coming more science, more of us are calming down that fight or flight response, especially in this high-tech world that we're in, you will have better access to solutions to problems much more readily. And the thing about tapping is it has this cumulative effect, because the more you're soothing that fight or flight response, the more you're having access to those solutions. The blood's not rushing to your arms and legs, so, oh my God, I'm supposed to get out of here. You're actually reducing chronic stress in your life. And then you'll have the acute stress response when it's needed. But that's the problem, is most of us are living under the guise of chronic stress. And when you're stressed, it's like things don't feel like they're going to work out. You do get depressed. You do feel like, oh my God, this is a disastrous situation. And then that just, I call it circling the drain. We just circle the drain with our thoughts. And it's like the thoughts start to get so much momentum that there's no way you're going to be able to access a creative solution. So if you don't know more about tapping, you can feel free to check out my website. It's my name, martimurphy.com, and Marti with an I, so MartiMurphy. And hey, Michelle, and I think it is freaking hilarious that I posted this on this page, but that's okay. It's meant to be. So I highly recommend you check out tapping, because I think you're going to just find it's literally this tool that's accessible at your fingertips. When I first started tapping, if I was in public, I was like, I ain't freaking doing this crazy shit in public. I don't want people to see it, but I don't care now. I do it all the time, and I'll have people look at me and I'm like, I don't care. Because I've soothed myself more, where it's like, hey, this is helping me calm down so that I can feel better about myself, better about my life, better about possibility, and better about solutions. So anyway, thanks everyone. Michelle, Charla, Eddie, if you're still there, Melinda, talk to you soon. Meenakshi, yeah, great to see you. I'll check out the beginning of the video later. Awesome, Michelle. I love what you're doing, by the way, too. I love seeing all your Facebook posts come through. So take care. See you. And Meenakshi, I'll see you over on the other page. Bye for now. Have a great day.